biggest shock in football, Leicester City to win the Premiership 2015-2016 season. Who would have believed it if someone told you at the beginning of the season that a team that was 6 points away from relegation last season were 3 points clear at the top with just 10 games remaining? Who would believe them? The 2015-16 season has had its ups and downs. We've had Chelsea, who were champions last season, drop to 15th at the end of October, and I believe at one point they even hit 17th. Mourinho got sacked on the 17th of December with an old face returning till the end of the season, Gus Hiddink as the interim manager. At the moment, the biggest threat to Leicester in the fight to the title is Tottenham Hotspurs. If Spurs beat Arsenal this weekend, then I think it will be a two-horse race between Spurs and Leicester City. If you look at the table, looking at the remaining 10 games in the Premiership, I believe Leicester will win another 15 points, finishing top on 72 points. Spurs and Arsenal, I think, will both win an additional 17 points, which won't be enough to catch up with Leicester. Spurs finishing on 71 points and Arsenal on 68. I don't think City can catch up, and they'll probably finish on somewhere between 65 and 67 points. Their form has been awful in the last month or so. I haven't even bothered looking at Man United, who are on the same points as Man City, but they have played a game more than City. Unless United win a mass amount of the remaining games, which I don't think is plausible, I still believe United will finish 4th, depending on how City's performances are for the rest of the season. Leicester do play Watford away, Newcastle at home, Palace away, Southampton at home, Sunderland away, West Ham at home, Swansea at home, Man United away, Everton at home, and Chelsea away. And I think they're going to win 4 of them games and draw 3 of them, possibly. So yeah, Leicester City. Let's have a look into the Leicester City squad and see in a little bit more detail. So the last season, 2014-2015 season, under Nigel Pearson, they finished 14th, just 6 points clear from relegation. Pearson was sacked with the club stating that the working relationship between Nigel and the board is no longer viable. The sacking was linked to his son James, who was in a racist tape that was made with 3 other Leicester City reserve players in Thailand during a post-season tour. In the summer, Leicester spent a comfortable amount of money on transfers, over 27.3 mil, including Shinji Okazaki for 7 mil, Kante cost 5.6, Daniel Amirli cost 5 mil, Gray from Birmingham cost 3.7, Robert Hoof cost 3 mil, Inler cost 3 mil, and they bought a few other players on undisclosed fees. And they also bought in Christian Fuchs, who was a free transfer. 4 of these players are regular players in the Leicester squad and have been key players toward winning the Premiership this season. Leicester City starting 11 cost just over 17.4 mil, a tiny price considering Sterling and De Bruyne cost Man City about 100 mil. I think it was 55 and 45 million, and they are currently 10 points clear of Manchester City. It just proves sometimes that all the money in the world can't win you a title, but some good chemistry in a team can. Kasper Schmeichel was an undisclosed fee, so was Danny Simpson. Robert Hoof cost 3 mil, Wes Morgan cost 1 mil, Christian Fuchs cost, it was a free transfer, so was Mark Albrighton. Kante cost 5 mil, Danny Drinkwater was undisclosed, Okazaki was 7 mil, Jamie Vardy was 1 mil, although he does have a clause in the deal where if he played so many games or something, it increased to, I think, like 2 mil. Riyad Mahrez cost 400k, the deal of a lifetime, considering that he's now valued at over 30 million. The total cost of that team is 17.4 mil if you include Andy King, who came through the youth system, and Leonardo Ulloa, I've said that completely wrong, and I do apologise. He cost £8 million, the most expensive player on the Leicester squad. Looking at Leicester's positives, Leicester City are not in any of the cups, which can help them towards winning the Premiership, with Spurs, Arsenal, City and Man United all in Europe. Arsenal and United are still in the FA Cup, with all three teams below. Leicester still not having to play in the cups will give the other teams them extra games, which will cause Leicester to have the advantage on fitness. Personally, I can't believe Leicester are still sitting as high up in the table as they are. I thought by December they would start dropping and maybe finish like 6th in the league. But Tinkerman has a deal in his contract at every position above 17th he earns a 100k bonus. If he wins the Premiership, he would earn a minimum of £1.3 million. I think this season is a one-off season and it may not happen for like another 20 years. So I will be cheering on Leicester to win the Premiership. If they don't win it, I'm hoping Spurs will for the first time since 1961. I would honestly hate to see either Arsenal or Man City win it this year. I don't think Man United will catch up. As I said earlier, not only does it look like Leicester will win the Premiership, but Vardy, who is currently on 19 goals this season, seems to have top goal scorer in the bag too, with Lukaku on 17 and Harry Kane, who is currently on 16. Aguero is only on 14 this season, down to injuries. I think personally Leicester will grab another 2 awards at the end of the season, with Manager of the Season and Player of the Season going both to Tinkerman and Vardy. I know there's 10 games remaining and a possible of 30 points to claim, but I can't see Leicester folding. They've managed fantastically so far this season. The Tinkerman has done magic as manager this season. Not many managers can do that with a club so small. Even if they don't win it and they go on a little bit of a losing streak, I can't see them missing out on the Champions League. I think this has been a fantastic point in football news history, and to be all truthful, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. So if you've got any thoughts on the Leicester winning the Premiership or even being in the top 4 still, leave a comment below. Tell me who you think their best players have been this season. Try not to point out the obvious, being their like strike force, because yes, they have been fantastic. To be all truthful, Kasper Schmeichel to me has been a fantastic goalkeeper. He's like, I think he's saved 14 clean sheets this season, which is like 3rd best in the Premiership. But yeah, leave a comment below guys, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time for maybe some more of these kind of football talk videos. I really do enjoy talking about the Premiership. It is the best league in the world. Catch you next time guys. If you like this video or any of my other football talk videos, please hit that like button, leave a comment below, and why not check out some of my other content. Catch you next time guys.